to break through and now I'm thrown. You're my exception.
Joining me now is one of Canadian country's rising stars, Alessia Cohle. Hello. Welcome to the island.
Thank you.
So this is your first trip to Manitoulin Island?
This is actually the furthest north I've been.
Really?
In Canada, I guess. Yeah. And I'm really excited to be here on Manitoulin Island. It's so beautiful.
Well, the island, we're probably pretty familiar with you, as you are the voice of Country 103, the voice of the island.
Rocking my shirt today, the voice of Country 103. Yeah, it's really exciting. When Katie and Corey asked me to be the voice of the station, I didn't even hesitate to say yes. And they are great. The whole station, everyone at the station is wonderful. So
huge supporters of country music.
Here, yes, and to be here and actually was able to go to the station and meet everyone was such an awesome, such a unique experience, being able to put faces. I had met Corey and Katie before, but it was really nice to actually meet everyone and be like, oh yeah, I've been talking to you on the phone, but now I can actually put a face to your voice and your name.
And you got to experience the festival before going on. You came early and checked it out from the audience side. So what was that like, being a part of the audience during the show?
Well, we got here, my guitar player and I got here on Thursday night because we were on the boat, the songwriter boat cruise on Friday morning. So we got here Thursday night, and we got here just in time to see maybe a third of Brett Kissel's set. And the crowd was going crazy, and he puts on a great show. So I was like, this is so cool. I'm going to be on that stage soon too.
And that must help to, as a performer, to perform in an environment like that. Do you feed off the crowd at a show like that?
100%. It's so nice knowing, and I was watching yesterday also some of the earlier acts, knowing that they're sitting, they might be sitting down, but you know they're listening.
You're my exception.
So it's been just over a year since your EP Let's Get Gone was released. So what was the experience like of putting that together?
Well, I had just got back from Spain. I studied in Spain for a year at Berklee College of Music, and so I had
We'll get into that later.
I had just gotten back, and so it was a whirlwind how I found just the musicians and everyone, and I was like, yeah, like I want to put out this album, and I found, you know, my sound and where the direction that I wanted to go, and it was a long process, lengthy process. I was hoping it was gonna not be so lengthy because I was like, I want to put my music out. I want people to be able to hear what I'm hearing in my head. But it was really exciting, and hearing two of my singles from that EP out on radio was so cool. I got to hear my second single, Let's Get Gone, on KX 96 out of Oshawa. I was in my car and it came on. I was like, oh my God, that's me.
I want red on the last stop sign, yellow on those highway lines. Leave the city lights behind as you pull me close to you. I want to burn like the setting sun, kiss your lips and taste freedom. Drive all night singing our song until the sky turns blue. The green light's on, so baby, let's get gone.
How did you get started in music? Because you've been doing it since a very young age. What got you into it?
My parents really were the ones that, I have a very musical family. My dad plays bass. He's actually going to be on stage with me today.
Oh, that must be special.
It's his birthday weekend, so it's his birthday next week, and so this is my happy birthday, Dad. And they really got me into music, and my grandfather, so my dad's father, was an Italian folk singer. And he used to bring me up on stage with him to sing these Italian songs when I was 6, 7, 8, 9. And I went to, an arts high school, played piano, bit of guitar. Then I knew that's all I wanted to do was music. And so that led to university and just all music.
Well, yeah, and so you're a music scholar, really. I mean, you have your master's.
Yeah.
So when you decided that you wanted to be a performer, why go for your master's? What made you want to take that route?
I really didn't know that I wanted to pursue a performing career. I knew I loved performing, and I did it all the time. I was in so many different bands growing up. But it really was when I was at Berkeley. So I thought I was going to be a music teacher, which is, I still teach on the side when I'm home. But I thought that's what I was going to do. You know, when you're 17, 18 years old, I was like, yeah, I'm going to perform, but like I'm still going to do my schooling because that's what I wanted to do. And then by accident, I stumbled upon Berklee College of Music having their very first ever master's degree in contemporary performance. And I knew that's what I wanted to do. I knew I didn't want to do a master's if it was, you know, in theory or music. I just knew I wanted to do a performance master, and I knew I wanted it to be in contemporary music, not classical music like I had previously studied.
So what's the environment like at a school like that?
At Berkeley?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I've tried so many times to put into words what that experience meant to me, but there was 74 students because it was the first year that they had this. So there was 24 people in my particular program, but 74 students on campus from 24 different countries. So it really was like a world campus. And everyone was so supportive of each other, and you learn so many new things from different cultures. There was people from, you know, Asia, South America, Europe, North America, the Middle East. Like, it was really just everyone supporting one another. It's still one of my favorite memories and experiences.
It's not like you know, when you see these kind of performance schools in like movies and TVs where it's super competitive and everybody's trying to, there was no rival there that was trying to sabotage you because she thought you made it look bad. That's not
I know some of the
like Fame and
Glee I know was a big one where there's like that competition. No, Berkeley was so different, and everyone was really so supportive of one another. And still to this day, it's been a few years since I've graduated, and it's still people, you know, through Facebook and text and FaceTime and Skype and all those fun technologies, they still are like, hey, I just saw your song, or I just heard your song, or I just saw your post about this, like, congrats, good job. And it's still, like, I still hold a very dear place in my heart.
Well, I'm a little disappointed that it's not like that because that seemed very interesting.
It all starts with the kick drum, you can feel it in your heart. It's not coming undone with the groove from the bass guitar. That guitar is so hot, make the drink sweat in your hand. The next thing you know, you're just letting go, and your feet, they start to dance. And you sing it like, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Make some noise, cause I'm gonna give it to you.
So now you're working on your first full-length album?
Yes.
And how do you feel that this country supports up-and-coming albums? Because you were doing the Factor funding. So yeah, what do you think of the job that this country does?
Honestly, I think Factor Canada is so great. I wouldn't have been able to do the album in the way that we're doing it unless I had had that support from Factor. It was really exciting when I got the call to say you got the Factor grant. I was like, what? Like, really? I can do the album the way I'm envisioning? They're like, yeah, you got it. So I'm like, awesome. So I'm very, very grateful to Factor for that.
And you know, you're obviously making them not regret their decision because
I hope not.
It is my newest single being released to country radio on Monday. So make sure to keep an ear out on my favorite station, Country 103. They're already playing it. Well, that's even more exciting.
I read a quote from you about your first EP. You said, it's a collection of songs that reflect my personality, allowing me to entirely expose my heart and soul. So tell me a bit about that.
So I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I have a tattoo here that literally has a heart on my sleeve. This says Speranza, it means hope in Italian.
Okay.
I really do. I'm very transparent that way. Everyone always knows what I'm thinking or how I'm feeling, and I just let it be known. I don't, you know, hide away from that. And every song that I write, I like it to start from a truthful place. I won't let, you know, if I'm writing a story type song, I won't let facts get in the way of where the song wants to go, but the song will always start from a truthful place. And this new album, especially because it's a full length, and you know, I've grown a lot since my first EP, is really a reflection on that as well.
So country music then seems is probably the best kind of genre for you, because it seems like it's probably the most congruent to that type of writing. Is that?
Yeah, country music is really allows people to really tell their story. I think a little bit more than maybe some other genres. Not to say that, you know, there's no truth in other genres, for sure there are. But for me, it was just, country music just was the most fitting. And, you know, people know that Shania Twain was the first concert I ever saw, and that's when I was like, I'm gonna do that one day. And so it really has allowed me to express myself in the best way.
Well, there you go. So if you get a chance, definitely check out Alessia Cohle, and thank you very much for dropping by.
Thank you so much for having me.
How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Make some noise, 'cause I'm gonna give it to you. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Make some noise. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Make some noise, 'cause I'm gonna give it to you. Thank you.
Thanks for watching this video. Eastlink TV is the home of community content. Make sure you don't miss any of it by clicking subscribe here.